Hey, welcome to another episode of the Evolved Dad Shortcast. As you can probably tell, I'm in a little bit of a place to record, a little vacation for the family, but I felt it was important that we continue on this journey. Week 9 of becoming an Evolved Dad. If you haven't listened up until this point, I'd recommend that you go back and listen from the beginning. We started discussing how we're building a foundation, which is the most important. If you don't have a strong foundation, it's going to be very difficult to retain becoming an evolved dad. Becoming an evolved dad is a long-term strategy and therefore needs a solid foundation. And we discussed different aspects of what it takes to become an evolved dad, going along the path of it. So go back a few episodes, catch up. I'll be here when you get back. If you're already caught up, I'd like to take it to the next step now. So there's a famous quote by Oscar Wilde. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Be yourself because everyone else is already taken. But the question is, let's say being yourself is not enough. Or is it? Is being yourself just who you are now? Or is being yourself becoming a better you every day? And that's what I want to focus on today. I want to talk about the continuous growth that we have in life, the continuous self-improvement. Yeah, you are an awesome parent how you are now. And there is room for improvement. There's room for growth. We all have room for growth. In some aspect of our life, there's always something to grow in. Especially as parents, where we're constantly entering new stages in life as a parent. We're entering new scenarios that we've never been in before. Every day is something else. So there's always room for growth. And something that I want to touch on that we've spoken about in previous weeks is accepting yourself for who you are. So, something that's important about that is because we live in a world where everything is focused on celebrities, famous people, and a lot of time people get caught up with that. So, the focus becomes, how am I going to be like that person? There's no reason to be like that person. Famous people that did things, people that did things that made them famous did them because that's what they wanted to do. That was what they really wanted to choose and do. Many were outcasts. Many were doing things that people thought that they were crazy. But they did it anyways because they knew that it was something that they really wanted to do. They weren't following to try to be a second take of somebody else. And it's a crucial thing that we focus on, both for ourselves and our children, to acknowledge and even celebrate our unique abilities. Acknowledging that what we have, each one of us, our abilities are what makes us who we are. You know, we have, I had a story once, and someone was saying that they wanted to become like somebody very wealthy. I'm not going to put any names out there right now. And we were chatting about it. No judgment, no trying to persuade him either way. And he starts giving me this whole rundown about how he's going to do this and that and copy this and copy that. But he wasn't in a position to hear what I had to say. And I'm thinking to myself, two things. First of all, that's awesome. Keep at it. Keep doing your thing. You got this. At the same time, my other thought was, why? Why are you trying to be that person? You can learn from a person, but don't try to be someone else. Take your abilities, take your strengths. That's how we have new concepts. We have new things that are built, new ideas, because somebody takes what they have themselves, what's good about them, what their unique abilities are. They put it towards a concept and an idea, and they come up with something new. But they're not aiming to be the next whoever it may be. They're aiming to be themselves. They're looking to do something bigger and better than themselves. And that's where I feel that we're very much lacking as a society, is having self-acceptance. And this is crucial, something extremely crucial for our children, both for how we can love each child individually, and we can help them grow, how we can help them appreciate themselves, how we can help them in a aspect of self-acceptance. And by giving them that, you're also teaching them that they can overcome their challenges because they have their unique abilities, they have their unique visions. They don't always have to come back and lean on you for figuring out how they're going to do something. I'm not saying that you should push your children away, but giving them the tools is so important. And you're going to help them build their confidence through that. That's really what's important. Helping your children grow. But doing it all through leading by example, which is something that we've talked about many times. So taking that time, giving the ability to allow your children to see what is it like to be a person that's accepting of themselves. That's realizing that there's no one else but me. I'm the only me. And the world needs me for something. What it is, I may not know now. But the world needs me for something. And I'm going to keep trying to figure that out. But I'm not going to lose sight of who I am. Back to the whole concept of growth. So after you've had a self-acceptance, you can now focus on your growth, which in turn is going to play into what you're giving over to your children. But as an evolved dad, to be able to take the idea of self-acceptance, build on that with the growth mindset of, yes, I'm good how I am, and I can become better. Not thought I can become better, and I can become better. And the difference is in words, which we've spoken about as well. So keeping that idea in place and taking that with you on your journey. Now, there's a balance that has to be created because self-acceptance and growth in a way can be conflicting. I don't want to get too deep into it, but think about it. So it's the concept of appreciating who you are, but not settling for that, but not kicking yourself, but encouraging yourself to grow, getting excited for growth. And the biggest thing, something I always talk about, is embracing the journey, realizing that this is a journey that we're taking. This is not a one-off. This is a consistent growth. And as you go through it, you're going to appreciate it more and more. It's going to become part of you. And in turn, it's going to become part of your children's lives. They're going to embrace this journey of life, this journey of growth, of self-acceptance, having that self-esteem built into them to be able to take the next steps in life. And it's going to bring both you and your children and your wife so much happiness and joy and fulfillment. It's going to change things forever. As always, I want to thank you for spending your time with me today. This is Jonathan, the Evolved Dad, signing off.